This meeting is being recorded.
Hello, wonderful, and hello, everybody. It's Problem Solved Day, the book launch, and I didn't even bring a copy of the new book up here with me. So you can see my hair's a mess. I'm finally drinking coffee. I'm rolling into this book launch and this day like on two wheels and just like trying to make it in life because launching a book is crazy, and I need my friends and family to remind me next time I have this crazy idea to write a book that maybe I shouldn't because it's a lot of work. But I'm so thankful to be here and be this day. And one of the main concepts of the book, Problem Solved, Simple Habits for Complex Decisions, is helping people get unstuck. If you have followed my work over the last half decade, you know I've helped people rebuild amazing lives after high conflict relationships with a parent or partner. And there's a lot of stuckness to that, right? There's a lot of like, oh, it really wasn't that bad, or maybe it was, or I don't believe in myself, or maybe it's my fault, maybe it's not, and really perfected this art of language and getting someone unstuck and getting them to move from point A to Z in their best interest. And one of the huge concepts in the new book, Problem Solved, Simple Habits for Complex Decisions. And it is one of the things we're going to talk about today. So, couple things in helping someone get unstuck. Okay. First of all, we have to figure out where to focus their attention. Okay, so I want you to imagine like a flashlight. You have a flashlight and you're going from here and you're going from here. Now, this could be someone stuck at work, someone stuck professionally, someone stuck personally, a friend who's stuck. Okay. And one of the magic questions that I talk about in the book, or the magic question, is what problem are you trying to solve? What problem are you trying to solve? So when I'm speaking to someone, when I'm coaching someone, when I'm helping someone, I say, what problem are you trying to solve? And it's interesting when I work with leaders and teach people who are really smart this concept, they always want to change it, right? They always want to like improve my method. So it's like I say, okay, the magic question is, what problem are you trying to solve? And they want to ask, what goal? What are your goals? Or what problem can I help you solve? Or it's funny because they always want to like improve the method in their mind. Don't improve the method. Just stick with it. There's lots of things in life you can improve on. This comes from the School of Hard Knocks. I have worked very hard to perfect this sentence. Okay, so what problem are you trying to solve? And I am passionate about getting people out of learned helplessness. If you had trauma as a kid, a controlling parent, maybe you were neglected, maybe you had a bad teacher, maybe a coach was mean to you, right? Like we've all come from the School of Hard Knocks, right? And within that process, you learn maybe that you don't have control of your life. And so if someone in your life is stuck personally or professionally, they probably don't have a growth mindset. They probably don't feel like they are the change in their life. They probably don't feel like they are their own superhero. They probably don't feel like they are responsible for creating an amazing life. They probably think life happens to them rather than thinking that they are the creator of their future, that they are the creator of their existence. So when you say, what problem are you trying to solve? You're saying, one, I believe that you're a problem solver. Our brains are problem-solving machines. It's how we got away from I don't know, were we around with dinosaurs? Whatever. But it's how we got away from dinosaurs. It's how we got away from native tribes that were fighting with each other. It's how our ancestors survived. They recognized danger, they solved problems, and made the world better. It's how innovation is created. It's how we make change and create things. Okay. So what problem are you trying to solve? Says, I know you're a problem solver. I believe that you're a problem solver. And I believe that this is your problem to solve, right? And when I was talking about the flashlight and where I wanted to direct people, I use the flashlight version because the second question First question, what problem are you trying to solve? And the second question, is this your problem to solve? Because our brains do this very weird thing, which is, what problem are you trying to solve? I'm trying to solve your problem. I'm trying to solve your problem. I'm trying to solve this that's out of my control. I'm trying to solve the past. I'm trying to solve the future that I can't control. I'm trying to solve my ex-partner. I'm trying to solve my parent that I'm frustrated with right now. I'm trying to solve my child's problem that I'm frustrated with. I'm trying to solve, they will, like, our brains want to shine that flag, or coworkers. I want to change my coworker's personality. I want to change this, right? It's anything and everything that is not within our control. We want to change the past, other people's personality. You know, politics have been in the US have been quite interesting the last 6 years. And so everyone's been unhappy at some point, right? And so it's like, oh, I want to change this. And they're not talking about going out and voting and campaigning. They're talking about complaining, which is whatever side you're on. It's kind of the thing, right? We really like to shine our flashlight on things that we really cannot do anything about. So, first question, somebody complains, they're stuck. Okay, what problem are you trying to solve? I'm trying to solve my brother's personality. Okay, is that your problem to solve? No. Your brother's personality, okay. What problem are you trying to solve? I'm trying to solve the past. Okay, do you feel like that's a problem you can solve? Is that your problem to solve? What problem are you trying to solve? I'm trying to solve my coworker's bad day. Is that your problem to solve? What problem are you trying to solve? I'm trying to solve my boss's personality. Is that your problem to solve? Typically, they're a little sneakier in the way they say it. You know, they don't say like, I'm trying to, solve problems that aren't mine to solve. They're a little sneakier about it, but the result is the same. Okay. The result is the same. What problem are you trying to solve? And I guarantee, like, I'm not a person who likes to, in my own life, there was like someone in my life that was really like, this is the truth. You need to listen to me. Right. And I just really do not like saying it in those terms and like, here, this is the truth. You need to listen to me. But here I am kind of saying it because I promise that there's a difference in moving and moving forward. And there's a difference in motion and momentum. And I see a lot of people, and it's like they're on a racetrack, just going in circles, and they're burning fuel, and it's expensive. Gas is expensive right now. It's expensive to burn fuel. They go get their pit tank, and like people work on them. So they're paying people to work on this pit tank, and then they're just, and their nervous system's all like, I'm racing. But they're not going anywhere. They are not going anywhere, but they feel as if they're going somewhere because they're pushing the gas, they're dodging from right to left, right? So they're trying to solve problems. Their brain is a problem-solving machine. And the problem they're trying to solve is, how do I get around the racetrack faster? Rather than, how do I move forward? How do I connect with my dreams? How do I connect with my goals? How do I get the life I want? How do I build the relationships I want? How do I build the wealth I want? How do I make this job maximize my profit so I can get a promotion? And it's crazy when you start paying attention, start asking questions. And I'm not blaming people. I'm like, it's like a default wiring in our brain that I just want to point out and just say, oh my gosh, life can be so much easier. I promise you can achieve things and get your goals and have more time and less stress. I promise. Because what I see is so many people on that racetrack, and they are burning energy, and they are thinking, and they are spending money, but they're not solving the right problem. Because the problem they want to solve and the problem they want to focus on, whatever that default is in the human brain, is, how do I shine my flashlight on my kids' problems? I'm just going to focus on, my adult child, for example. I'm just going to, I get this on coaching calls. I'm like, okay, so what problem are you trying to solve? It's like, oh, my child's in this situation. And I love my children. I'm super compassionate about that. But most of the time, it's not their problem to solve. And they're spending all their energy and effort on someone else's problem, which they don't have control over. And they're worried and they burn energy and they research and they this and they that, or, in leaving a relationship, it could be, what problem you want to solve? I want to solve my spouse's personality. I want to solve my grandmother's personality. I want to solve my uncle's personality. I want to solve, my boss's personality. I want to solve my coworker's personality. I want to solve, guys, there is so much potential before you. It is a normal occurrence for the people who've worked with me and learned this process to get 10, 20, 30, even a 40% raise in corporate. Okay. And guess what they're doing? Learning to turn their flashlight on their own problems. What problem am I trying to solve? I am a problem-solving machine. I am not helpless in my life. I do have the power to make a difference in my life. I can be the change I want to see. Nothing ever changes without change. So if it's to be, it's up to me, right? That old phrase. I don't even know where that came from. If it's to be, it's up to me. Okay. What problem are you trying to solve? Clarity. And it's an easier question. Like, what do you want? And I know a lot of people ask that. It's a very hard question for most people to answer. They typically go with what they don't want. Okay. So what problem are you trying to solve? It kind of itches that scratch of like there's something wrong. And it's like if you're kind of in the mood to complain or grumble, it's like, oh, here's the problem, right? Rather than what do you want, it switches to the solution too quickly. Okay. So don't just make your life easy. You can advance all kinds of things. Just ask the question as is, please. Okay, so what problem are you trying to solve? And it's, again, that self-responsibility. What problem are you trying to solve? I'm the problem solver of my own life. So I have my little problem solve shirt on. And first question, what problem are you trying to solve? Second question, is this your problem to solve? Focus your time and energy, or if you're trying to help someone else get stuck, just gently point out, it seems like it seems like you're stuck moving but not going anywhere. It seems like you're stuck in motion, that racetrack thing, but you're not moving forward. Does that feel right to you? Okay. And at different stages of my life, there's things I would change about the world. Personally, right now, I really want people to do a better job of kind of asking permission before like telling other people what they should do, personally and professionally. This will go better. Like literally, I talk in the book about this person, and they're like, okay, I have no time for my own problems. In fact, I'm so amazing and I'm so selfless that I'm going to totally blind myself to my problems, but I am going to tell you all about your problems. If I see something going wrong in your life, I'm going to point it out. And if you're doing something that I don't think you should do, I'm going to point it out. And if, I really want you to think I'm smart and I'm so selfless and humble about it that I am not going to solve my own problems. I am not going to look at my own life, even if it's like a complete shamble. I'm not going to worry about that because I'm selfless. Like I'm a good person, right? I'm a martyr. And so I'm going to spend all my energy and effort telling you what you should be doing, right? And we all know these people and we do not like them. Like it is like a universal, like, dude, you need to solve your own problems and stop telling everyone else what they should do. Like you need to get your stuff together. You need to clean your house up before you start talking to other people about their houses, or you need to, clean up your side of the street before you start telling other people what to live. We all hate it. But it was interesting when I'm doing this training. It was so hard for people to take that one extra step to say, may I ask you a question? What problem are you trying to solve? Okay. May I ask you another question? Is this your problem to solve? Right. And then, because I'm talking about this, I really, if we care, I'm not saying it's always bad. If we really care about someone, I had a conversation with a friend last night, And I had a lot of opinions about what she was doing and a lot of opinions. Someone I thought was taking advantage of her. Okay. But it was a close friend. I didn't feel like she kind of had full ears to hear. So I was just like dropping hints like, oh, I feel like, that's concerning. I don't feel like that's really normal behavior. I don't see that happening in a lot of other friendships. Do you feel like this is normal in your friendships? I was kind of planting these seeds. I definitely could have said, that's stupid. Why are you still friends with that person? I can't believe you're putting up with that. Who responds well to that? There's so many people talking like that. And in the customer service thing, they were like, okay, here's what you should do. Blah, 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 blah. And they just went. They missed connection and went straight to, they were trying to go straight to communication and problem solving. But it disempowers. If someone is stuck, they have to learn to become their own problem solver. There's no other way. There's no other way. I don't care if it's your kid. I don't care if it's your employee. I don't care if it's your best friend. I don't care who it is. They have to learn to become their own problem solver. They have to want to solve their own problems. And I see people over and over again. And so someone's stuck and they're using all their energy and effort to like pull, just like, come on, get unstuck. I need to fix you. I need to fix you. Right. And then there's other areas of life. And maybe it's just getting to their next level. Their life doesn't have to be a huge mess, but they're so focused on a problem that is not theirs to solve. And they're spending all their energy trying to solve that person's problem that they miss wealth, growth, opportunities, relationships, joy, peace, learning to solve their own dang problems. If we all took responsibility, solving our own problems, considered ourselves problem solvers who were in charge of our own destiny, and felt like we were responsible for solving our own problems, and other people were responsible for solving their own problems. Now, before you say, Sarah, I thought you were nice. I thought you helped people. Oh, yeah, I do. I help people believe in themselves. I help people trust their own judgment. I help people recognize that they are powerful. It's drastically different than a need for them to see me as powerful. I just want you to love what I say and think I'm so smart and I can be the savior of your life. No. No. So there's a lot of people when someone is stuck and you want to save them or help them, right? It creates this yucky power imbalance of like, I'm the helper and you're the one who needs help. And the helper misses out on opportunities because they become so focused on the other person's problems that they don't excel in their own life, right? Think about how this works at work. If all your employees consider themselves powerful problem solvers that were responsible for solving their own problems, like what happens at work? What happens professionally? What happens to your profits? Right? So you have the helper and I help you and I feel better. And then you have the person who needs help who they need to believe that they're powerful. They don't need to believe that you are powerful and have all the answers. That creates, I hate power dynamics. I hate it from all the toxic relationship stuff. I hate power dynamics. Any person who says, I am more powerful than you and I have all the answers to your life and you should just listen to me. I mean, my stop sign is so big. My stop sign is so big. And even when I'm coaching people, I say, I do not make your choices for you. I am endlessly and utterly committed to you seeing the data and making decisions with that self-trust based on your data. Because I believe you are the most powerful problem solver in your life. I believe you can be the change that you need. I don't think you need a human savior, right? Or someone to save you. I think we were all learning this process of saving ourselves, which is tricky if there's someone unstuck and sometimes you need to plant seeds and be nice. It's you can definitely help them. But this whole process, if you want them to get unstuck, right? It's that whole teach a man to fish or give him a fish. Teaching someone to believe in themselves and to believe in their own power and to think through problems so that they can come up with creative solutions and focus their energy on their problems to solve. It's like a launch through life and just really creating true confidence. It's so funny when people ask me about questions about confidence. I'm like, so what kind of confidence do you mean? Like public speaking or like looking good in a bathing suit? And they laugh because they instantly recognize that confidence is this like multifaceted double thing, because not everyone who looks good in a bathing suit is comfortable public speaking, and not everyone comfortable public speaking feels good in a bathing suit. After this book writing and launching, I'm not feeling good in a bathing suit at all right now. I'm not putting one on. I have to give back to my health now that the book is out. Writing a book is terrible for your health. It makes your butt grow. I don't know. It just does. So a lot of sitting. But this whole process of getting people to believe in themselves. What problem are you trying to solve? And then your job is to help them kind of redirect that with permission. May I help you this? May I walk you through this? May I talk to you about this? Getting them to focus in on their own problems to solve. Seems like you could really make a lot of impact in your life and create a lot of change in your life if you kind of took the energy you were using on their problem to solve and kind of maybe used it on one of your own goals. Have you ever thought about that, or is that something you might be interested in? Right. And giving them the choice. If someone is stuck and someone else comes in and says, well, here's what you should do. I am the expert in your life and I know exactly what you should do, without them asking or without permission, it's never going to go well. I see it all the time, personally and professionally. We may really want to shake them and really want to get them unstuck, but the goal and the real way to get them unstuck is to create powerful, independent problem solvers who learn a process for solving their own problems. They will have less time and less stress. More time, less stress, and you will have more time and less stress, and probably more money because you're focusing in on your own problems. And it's not about money. It could be about more time with your kids, being present, feeling like you're not on the rat race anymore because you feel like, oh, okay, I'm just solving my own problems, right? I've got my own problems down. And I promise you will actually end up helping more people, because the power dynamic and the relationship is going to be so much healthier. So I hope you have loved this on getting unstuck. I know it's a big question, and we all want to have like, okay, what's the one thing I can say that gets someone else to take ownership of their life, or and get out of confusion. I'm talking about ownership of people's lives as if like they're not in a confused state, but many people are confused, right? And so that what problem you're trying to solve in that flashlight is just a conversation of clarity, right? A conversation of clarity, which is connection and clarity, connection and clarity. And then you have great communication. So please check out my book, Problem Solved: Simple Habits for Complex Decisions. It's launch day. This book tried to kill me. It has been incredibly difficult to articulate, incredibly difficult to put out. But thanks to my beta readers and the people who walked through this process with me, I'm quite happy with the result. So please share it with your friends, share it on social media. And I think it's still like the Kindle is still 99 cents for right now for just like a week, because there's some promotions that BookBub's doing or something like that. So it's still, you can get it while it's hot, and I am so grateful for your time, and so grateful that maybe I can help you make your life easier, because I do believe it can be easier when you get out of motion and into momentum, and you stop just moving. There's a lot of energy in moving, and begin to move forward. So check out Problem Solved: Simple Habits for Complex Decisions. Thanks.